Getting dressed is not easy.
4 days ago now I broke my collarbone, and I'm going to show you how I put this sling on all by myself. This is the sling that I have been wearing to keep my arm immobile so that my collarbone can heal. Well, most of all, since I'm getting surgery, so that the injury doesn't get any worse and so that I can stay pain-free. It's a little bit tricky to put this on alone because you have to get enough tension around it so that it stays in place, but I found a trick. So I did just get out of the shower, and this is the reason why I take the brace on and off so that I can wash myself. It's very important because you can get kind of sweaty and dirty in here, obviously. This is the front part that will go around my body. This entire piece wraps around the torso, and there's some Velcro on this side here that will stick one end of the brace or the sling to another. This part here is the first strap that the upper arm goes through. This is where the forearm goes through. And then this is another optional strap that the hand can go through. So the way that I put this on myself is I clip the Velcro part back so that when I'm wrapping around my body, the Velcro won't stick on a place that I don't want it to stick on here. The second thing I do is I prepare the upper arm loop. Now, I gotta be creative to hold it down. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna make it just pretty loose, just enough so that I can comfortably slip my arm through like this. Arm slip through here, and now I'm gonna wrap this all around. So I have the hook Velcro part clipped on so that it won't stick to the sling as I wrap it around. I'm gonna pull the tension pretty well. The challenge is trying to keep my right arm immobile. Okay, and now I can hold the bottom part with my thumb as I pull backwards. And the trick here is I'm gonna lean myself up against the counter so I can hold the upper part and the lower part of this sling. Then I'm gonna unclip the little clip that's holding the hook part of the Velcro so that I can stick it on right where I need to go. Now here's the trick. Okay, and I'm releasing this, closing the flap over. Here we go, it's in place. Open up this flap, you can slip the arm through, make it tight, not too tight, but just so that my arm is in the place that I want it to hold, and that's it. If my arm's getting tired, or if I want to support it in a different way, just open this up. Put it through again. So this is my broken collarbone sling. Now I just gotta figure out what to do with my hair so it doesn't look like such a mop. First world problems, right? Back at the hospital, and it looks like I actually might be able to get my surgery tomorrow. So I said that I would do something big today, and that was going to be ride my bike, but you know what? I got back from another appointment at the hospital, and I don't feel like riding that much anymore. I thought I would, and I could, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this thing up so that it's gonna be ready for me to ride whenever I want to. I have a Wahoo KICKR, but I have it set up in what's called the E-Flex system that's made by Inside Ride. And Inside Ride is the company that makes the rollers that I like to ride on. Like, I'm a big rollers fan, and I'm not like a huge fan of riding a stable trainer. I set my really old bike up that I'm using as like my training indoor bike, stationary bike, to get me through the period when I can't ride on rollers or outside. The E-Flex system makes riding on a rigid trainer like the Wahoo KICKR feel a little bit more realistic, and let me show you how. This is the front fork stand that the fork attaches to with a quick release. You can also attach a through axle fork on this thing with an adapter that comes with it. And you can see that the front stand slides back and forth, and the steering wheel also pivots. So you can turn a little bit. And this is the locking mechanism to get it locked in place if you want. And in the back, again, the base that the Wahoo KICKR sits on floats too. So this pretty much creates a ride experience that's much more realistic and similar to riding outside, which is what I like. That's part of the reason why I love riding the emotion rollers, but it wouldn't be too wise for me to try doing that right now with just one hand, just in case I felt like I needed to catch myself or something, or I don't want to wreck my collarbone any more than it's already wrecked. So I'm not going to ride this today, but I'll be riding it very, very soon because I'm getting anxious to ride. I'm getting a little bit antsy.